So I've been asked once again to check out a couple more GTA RP songs. Now, I'm going to do one. The other one I had already done in a video. The very first video that I did on April Fool's Music, I think it's called. The second half of that video, I did Sugar Baby. And at the time, I'll go ahead and tell you that I thought I was kind of lukewarm on the song. And with me and music, it comes down to this. Like, there's very few things that I hear the first time and I'm like super excited. Usually I have to listen to it a couple times before I determine whether or not I really like it or I don't. So with Sugar Babies, I think I'm a little higher on it than I was in that video, but still, I find it a little bit above average. And it's like my last video with the April's Fool. I had an expectation. And like I said, most things are expectations. You come in with like high expectations, a lot of times you're going to be disappointed. If you come in with lower expectations, a lot of times you're going to be surprised. It isn't that I came in with lower expectation. I came in with the expectation that I probably wasn't going to like it as much as some of the other songs. And I thought it was going to be a singing track. So when it turned out to be all rap, when it turned out to be like what in my opinion, April Fool's best track, that's why in that video, I was higher on it immediately. And then even minutes later, I recorded some more footage and to put into that video to say I was even higher on it than I was in the video. So a lot of it is expectation. But I think there's one song in here that I haven't listened to, which was Standoff by Liz Anya, featuring P Money. P Money, I know he's an artist. I remember hearing him from Lamborghini, when he was featured on that KSI track, and he killed it in that. And usually I'm not high on UK rap, but I learned over time because I thought it was the accents that was kind of like making me lower on UK rap, but it isn't that. I guess it was because the Craig David tracks that were coming over here had like featured rappers on them, and those rappers sucked. Those features that he had in those days. This is years and years ago. So I think that kind of shaped what I thought of UK rap. But it isn't that UK rap sucks. It is the fact that those artists weren't good rappers. Because you hear on that P Money track on Lamborghini that he killed that verse. And the accent is there. So since he's an artist, like I said, I'm coming into this, at least for his verse, with higher expectations. Liz Anya, as I said, the character, I heard the Sugar Babies track, and the character had skill, definitely. Killed it, I thought, with the double time on that track. I thought it started out slow on Sugar Babies, and then the character, put the double time into it, and that's when I got more into it. I don't know. There's something about double time that sounds more skillful. It isn't always more skillful, but it makes it sound more skillful. So, Standoff, Liz Anya, P Money, Let's do it. I'm a little nervous about this one because eventually I'm going to get the one that I don't like. And I want them all to be great. So here we go. Standoff, featuring P Money.
Let me hold that guy, yeah, the clip so long. It's a standoff when I hold that gun. I'm 5'2", but my money's so long. It's a standoff when I hold that gun. Black hat, two crime scenes, so hazards. When I hit a
Right, here we go. This sounds like a UK beat, and some of them are great, but usually I'm not so high on those kind of UK beats. So here we go.
I always post to the cameras, front page on the magazine, so scandalous. I'm falling at the magazine, cut out. Hashtag how it's to waste my time. My face caught and never decline. Cut a bitch up like a cut of the line. I can't help it, I'm in love with the climb. You just wanna try it, I'ma let you have it. Got a couple boys in black that'll have you try it. They were laughing at me cause I thought I was a joke. No, I got them all gagged, don't make them all joke. When I run with a mag, yeah, I wanna hear them laugh. It'll be real funny when the brains go bland. How push that rock, you host, get us that I miss. I'm a boss bitch, yeah, I'm so belligerent, I couldn't give a
Okay. That first part, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, that's not for me. But I'll back it up here a little bit. The character changes it up there. So that little bit I heard there, I do like. Let's see. Okay, I like all of that so far.
Let me hold that, yeah, the clip's so long. It's a standoff when I hold that gun. I'm 5'2", but my money's so long. It's a standoff when I hold that gun.
Man's wash, stand off when I breach bank jobs. And what? Take your hands off. Man's broth when you hear bang pop. Crash flop, that's your gang loss. 1 million assets, caps off. I pictured it like I'm Van Gogh. Try hard to get axed off. The only one safe are my fan cops. Blacked out, they can't see me well. I ain't playing ball, this ain't EVL. Wu-Chang got it on lock, that's a rap queen with a BBL. I came here trying to free the world. Too focused, I don't need a girl. Money in the bank, they feed me well. Won't ever accept a fee to tell. Nah, son, your tracks ain't better than our ones. Big bikes, we got our ones. We got bright colours and dark ones. So trust me, boy, you don't want this. Nice as fuck, but I can get toxic. Blasting pop smoke, pull up and pop shit. Description is a guy that lost it. Keep acting up, you won't be here long. It's a standoff when I hold that gun. I'm 6 foot, but the money's too long. It's a standoff when I hold that gun.
Let me hold that, yeah, the clip's so long. Just stand off when I hold that gun. I'm 5'2", but my money's so long. It's a standoff when I hold that gun.
Is that it? That is it. Okay, we got a lot to unpack there. So I feel like when the beat slows down, that's when I like it the most. Both artists, Liz and P Money. P Money's verse worked a little bit more on the speed part of the track. But again, you can tell that he's a veteran, that he's a veteran artist that knows what he's doing. So that's why he was able, to me, to ride that beat, whether it was sped up or slowed down. Now, like I said, I prefer the parts where it was slowed down. To me, with the Liz Anya part, when this track is going at its fastest, to me, there's a lot going on. There's vocals here. There's vocals going on in the background. And I know it's overlapping, so I'm going to listen to it again. And there'll be a jump cut here. and we'll see what I think, because I need to hear it again. All right, I'm gonna break down what I mean here. Okay, let's start. Let's start with the start.
Let me hold that gag, yeah, the clip so long. It's a standoff when I hold that gun. I'm 5'3", but my money so long. It's a standoff when I hold that gun. Black hats, you crime scene, so hazardous when I hit.
Again, that's not bad. Again, none of it is bad. But for me, that doesn't get me. Okay, we get about to this part. This is the part I'm talking about where, like, I felt like there's too much going on with the overlays.
Got a couple boys in black that'll have you try. They were laughing at me because I thought I was a joke. No, I got them all gagged. I'ma make them all joke when I run with a mag. Yeah, I wanna hear them laugh. It'll be real funny when the brains go bland. How push that?
That's what I was talking about when I was talking about there's a lot of voices in the background. Again, this is just me. This is my taste in music. Thought there was just too much overlay there. Now, this is the part I like about Liz Anya's verse. When it slows down. Again, there's a lot of overlay there, but it's not as noticeable. At least to me, it doesn't seem as noticeable when it's slowed down. Let me back it up. Listen to it again. The part with the sped up part. Yeah, that might be just my hearing, but it doesn't sound as noticeable when it's slowed down. And the P Money part. Let me just say, P Money's a pro, so it doesn't surprise me that he's riding the beat like masterfully.
Standoff when I breach bank jobs and what? Take your hands off, man's broth when you hear bang pop, crash flop, that's your gang loss. 1 million assets, caps off. I pictured it like I'm Van Gogh. Try hard to get axed off. The only one safe on my fan cops. Blacked out, they can't see me well. I ain't playing ball, this ain't EVL. Wu Chang got it on lock, that's a rap queen with a BBL. I came here trying to free the world. Too focused, I don't need a girl. Money in the bank, they feed me well. Won't ever.
Again, that's on the sped up part. On Liz Anya's part that's sped up, again, it doesn't capture me. I can't explain it no other way, but I guess the word is I'm not feeling it as much. So, E-Money, on the other hand, it doesn't matter if it's slowed down or sped up. I'm still feeling it. Especially when it's slowed down.
Except a feet to tell. Nah, son, your tracks ain't better than our ones. Big bikes, we got R1s, we got bright colours and dark ones. So trust me, boy, you don't want this. Nice as fuck, but I can get toxic. Blasting pop smoke, pull up and pop shit. Description is a guy that lost it. Keep acting up, you won't be here long. It's a standoff when I hold that gun. I'm 6 foot, but the money's too long. It's a standoff when I hold that gun.
Let me hold that gag, yeah, the clip so long. Just stand off when I hold that gun. I'm 5'2", but my money so long. It's a standoff when I hold that gun.
So just maybe the whole thing is just, I don't know, the character. Maybe there's something I'm missing because I don't watch this streamer. So I don't. Maybe that's why it's not translating to me. I've never seen her RP. I've seen April Fools because at one time I thought the April Fool's character for a period of time, for like a month or two, was the breakout star of the server. Lasagna, I saw the character on, what was it, Mr. K's Springer show, and that's where I first heard Sugar Babies. And again, I liked Sugar Babies. I just said it. In real life, I didn't know if it was something that I would bump in my car, but it was a good song. Liz Anya is a top, in my mind, 10%er because most of us can't rap or do anything like that. So Lasagna has a talent that a lot of people don't have. But this one is just not my cup of tea. Not a bad song, but it isn't on the level of April's Fool, what I just listened to. And even Sugar Babies was better than this, in my opinion. So yeah, we knew this was going to happen eventually. And we're going to get to one that I wasn't too keen on. I fear this because when you give your opinion and you don't like everything, that's when you can get the hate. But it comes with the territory. I mean, it's not bad. It's just not my thing. That's all I'm saying. Lasagna is a lot more talented rapper than a lot of people. Because I've heard some of the stuff. And some of the stuff I do like. So it has nothing to do with being against Lasagna. It's just this song isn't for me. Until next time, I'm John Hex. And I am out.
Magazine cut up, hashtag how it's with my time. My face caught a never decline. Cut a bitch up like a cut of the line. I can't help it, I'm in love with the climb. You just wanna try it, I'ma let you have it. Got a couple boys in black that